Big-time stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only if you find a way to win. Welcome, everyone, to Palo Alto, California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Nevada Wolfpack, taking on last year's national champions, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Nevada about to kick it off to get this game started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. On the move at the 30. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Cardinal. A great catch and run for 6.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Levis. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. Got a little space. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
A strike downfield. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Wolfpack need this 3rd and short to keep the drive moving. Balls and fired complete. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. The RPO, quick throw to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Nevada. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
So now it's second and long. Back to throw, it's Kamara. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Nevada's moved this ball from deep in its own end, and now a little room to operate. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at half.
Touchdown, Nevada! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 11 to Louisiana Tech. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he hauls it in inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Now on the move. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Prince. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Back to throw, it's Kamara. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Different look. On the direct snap, it's Wade. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap, it's Wade. There he goes. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. On the direct snap, it's Wade. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Prince. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Wade. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wade. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
To the air on second down. Fakes the grab. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw for it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Hoping to pick up the first. Here comes Stanford on 4th down. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. Nevada going quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Great reaction by this defense. Immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. This Nevada offense really has it going. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air, it's Kamara. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
It leads to second down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. That's caught. It's Wade. Powers through the defense. Just dismissing tackles. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Makes the catch. It's Fuller. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down.
We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to pass. It's Kamara. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. Stanford quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
To the air on first down. Looking deep. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. To the air, it's Kamara. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Nevada needs to convert on 3rd and short to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Gets it out fast. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Nevada comes to the line after getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The short hands, it's Wade. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good...
A shot toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. It's complete to the left. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Back to throw, it's Kamara. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Nevada. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Old Dominion. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with flying colors. And this is what you want to do as a team. You want to make these little statements across the season. And they proved, Palmer, the difference between them and the other team being ranked is wide, and there's a reason why.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equally, and they showed that here today, dominating in all three phases. This is a team everybody needs to look at.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Or wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.